Harvey. This is December the 14th, 2013. And I was, up until last June, I was employed by a large engineering construction company for about 35 years and pretty much retired now. This is my fourth attempt at retiring, but I think this one's going to stick. Back in August, my wife and I and a friend went to this wooden boat festival down at Port Townsend, which is a town about an hour from where we live. And I got bitten by the bug, decided I got to do something with my retirement time. So I went to a bookstore, a used bookstore in Port Townsend, and found this book. It's called Building Classic Small Craft, Complete Plans and Instructions for 47 Boats, written by John Gardner. This guy is amazing. And the book was written, I think, let me see here. I think the last one here, last time, 1997 was copyrighted. I think the volume 1 original was 1977, but there's all kinds of dories and prams, skiffs, peapods, rangeleys, wherries, whitehalls, a lot of different classifications of wooden boats. And because my wife's father was in the Coast Guard, and when she was growing up, they had a dory. It's called the Hunky Dory. And so I've decided for the first boat that I'm going to build is going to be a dory. So I happened on the fact that going through blogs and stuff like that online, John Gardner also wrote this thing called the Dory book. And there are even a lot of different kinds of dories: flat iron dories, skiffs, semi-dories, sailing, swampscots, bank dory, gunning dory, beachcomber, French dories, and Maine bateau. Well, I'm going to build the gunning dory, is the one I've decided on, primarily because of the fact that I wanted it to be a classic-looking dory. And at the same time, it was one that the plans that he has in here are of the size that will fit in my garage that I'm now in, and which is why I also had to build this workbench. And this is, like I say, this is a few months later. I've been doing a lot of learning, a lot of practicing, a lot of going out and Craigslist and buying old wood planes and stuff like that, and trying to practice on those, and I'm trying to find wood. You would think in the Pacific Northwest that wouldn't be a big problem, but here we are. The problem is mostly because the plans in John Gardner's books call for woods that are common to the East Coast, northern white pine and things like that. White oak, of course, we can get around here, which is what the stem would be built out of. And well, in this particular boat, it's a double ender, so there will be a stem at each end. And I made up a mock of I found a piece of 2x10 I had out in the back of the house and cut it up to the shape of what's in the plans, and practicing with it to see how it fits together and that sort of thing. And because the Christmas holidays are coming on us, I've decided to back off on my plans to get some lumber right now and wait until after the first of the year and see where it goes. I'm a little bit daunted by the complexities of what's going on and the precision at which these boats have to be built. The dory that I'm going to build, by the way, you can build these out of plywood, and there's a lot of easy ways to build it. And because I'm trying to understand some of the old woodworking skills, I've decided I'm going to build this as a lap straight construction, which is where the planks are lapped over each other, and so you have to bevel them. There's a lot of stories that'll go with that, but we'll get into that as I proceed with the actual construction. Right now I'm doing a lot of, like I say, practicing. I'm learning through YouTube videos online. The amount of information that I have at my fingertips today is amazing. I'm really impressed, and learning a whole new vocabulary as well. Learning all about different kinds of materials and where you get them. I mean, everything from copper rivets to different kind of marine epoxies, and you know, and all of the characteristics of the different kinds of wood. So, but right after the first of the year, like I say, I'm going to get into it full bore, and hopefully it won't take more than about 3 or 4 months, but if it takes longer, it'll take longer. I'm not in a big hurry. I'd rather it come out really nice than leak when it first goes together. Okay, we'll follow up with this as time goes by.